Well, hello and welcome back to Cozy Couch Corner. And I was rocking a what do they call it? A faux hawk, a mini faux hawk, but only on one side. And I managed to tame most of it down. There's one bit sticking up. It's probably just going to stick up. But at least my hair's growing now after me home hair cut disaster and. Disaster on disaster on disaster it was. So, but I'm grateful I've got hair. I know people going through chemotherapy at the moment, so yeah, grateful I've got my hair, and it's growing, and it's so fine. It'll take it a while to get a bit of to look a bit thick because it's like baby hair. It really is. It's ridiculous. I've decided I'm growing it back. It is really easy to look after like this, but I thought probably aim for shoulder length. I don't want it as long as I had it. It was pulling and it was weighing on my scalp. It was worse in hats because it just seemed to pull. But yeah, see how I go, eh? Oh, well, woke up this morning. No singing birds for me today. And I listened and I listened. And I think because it was really windy, it was really grey this morning and damp, but I don't think it was raining. I suspect it was the wind that put them off. So there wasn't singing. I have seen a few birds, but not a lot. Probably because of the wind. The sun came out though, which always perks me up a bit. Because the grey, the I'm getting through. I'm getting through the winter. I have to keep telling myself we're getting through the winter. We're getting through the winter. I think it's nearly halfway when we get to Imbolc, beginning of February. Is that halfway through winter? Really? That should be the start of spring, surely. Oh, I'll have to look at it again. Because I mean, our winter. I don't know about anybody else. Is December, January, February. I mean, yeah, 3 months for each season. So December, January, February. So halfway through. January is halfway through, isn't it? Yeah. So hopefully spring will be starting. People in the UK have started posting pictures. Okay, there was two from different people of snowdrops plant. Snowdrops? Yeah, snowdrops. They tend to be fairly early. I've forgotten to look for daffodils, and I haven't been out up the road to the shop for ages. And usually, the daffodils will start coming up. We're in Wales. It's the national flower, so you will start to see daffodils coming up. I've got some down bottom of the garden, so I shall look out for them. I shall look for signs of spring. But I'm grateful for that the days are getting longer. Sometimes I can't tell when it's a grey. It's dark anyway, and then you're going, well, I don't know if the sun's still up or not then. But yeah, I very much appreciate sunshine and blue sky. And birds, and I really, really like the singing. It's really cute, and I think is birdsong supposed to calm you down? I think birdsong does calm your nervous system down because it's a signal that everything's okay. If the birds are singing, everything's okay. I mean, not everything, but like it's safe for the birds, shall we say? It's okay for the birds, and it's safe for the birds. So it signals our nervous system to relax. So I quite like it. That and staring at the view, staring at the greenery. Even if my garden's a mess, staring at greenery and down the fields, and I could see the sea this morning. I couldn't quite see the other side of the bay. But just staring at the view is good. I'm waiting for the sheep to come back though. I like the sheep. I like to see them bobbling about in the field. But I've got weekend tarot to do. I've got 2 readings, so I shall get on with it. What are we doing? Are we taking the top one? Are we taking the bottom one? Are we doing it that way up? I'm not sure. Okay. To turn the pack around. Right. So it doesn't matter what way up it is. Right. 8 of Swords. This is Saturday, by the way. Did not specify because I don't need to shuffle. Right. So the Saturday, the 24th of January. Right. 8 of Swords. Are we having this one? Sorry, not the one with thumbs on. This one. Yeah. 3 of Swords. Are we having any more? No. Okay, we've got these 2 cards for Saturday. Spirit knows what day I'm doing it for anyway. Right. 8 of Swords. Get out. I don't think that's not like a panic. Get out. 8 of Swords. Hiding, pretending to be something we're not, hiding behind a mask, performative, disguise. I've got disguise, and there's lots of reasons why we do that, and a lot of that is how we've behaved to situations growing up, how our behaviour has been shaped by other people, life, etc. But also how we just like get ourselves up and out in the world, isn't it? And dealing with people. We can't necessarily be entirely authentically ourselves. Okay, and yeah, we shouldn't necessarily be authentically ourselves to everyone. Got a thumbs up. So we might need to be authentically ourselves in some places, not in others, with some people, and not with others. So it's finding the people that we can be ourselves with. Is that the getting out bit? I've got someone tapping on the castle in the background. I will pin it down. Right. So there are right. We've got to get out, but not necessarily out of our disguise. Have we been isolating? Have we isolated too much? Understandable, frankly. There are things going on, and might feel safer staying at home, and that might still be an option. So what are we getting? What is the castle? The castle goes up to the sky. I'm still trying to fathom out. The castle goes up to the sky. It's about spirituality. Look up. It depends what your spirituality is, doesn't it? So what are we doing with us looking up? Look to whatever we believe in for help, for support, just for someone to talk to sometimes, isn't it? And we're still going. I don't think I've pinned it down entirely. Connection to spirit. Oh, I am not getting it, am I? I'm half getting it. We definitely need to get our heads out of the world and all the stuff that's going on, and we need a break from it. And that's a yes. Big yes. I got thumbs up. we need to know, some of us need to know what's going on in the world, don't we? What's going on around, to be aware of where things need to change. But it's getting away from that. And I wasn't doing enough of that some days. So whatever your spiritual practice is, or meditation, or just stopping your brain dancing, going out for a walk in nature, walk on the beach, whatever it is, whatever gets you out of your head, and out of current situations, and whatever's going to keep you going, and help you to be more positive about the future and help you to think about the future. I mean, obviously, when you're stopping your brain, you're not thinking about the future, but when you are, it's thinking about a positive future. Yeah, now I get this one. Three of Swords, hurting ourselves, not for other people. Often this is hurting ourselves for other people, but this time it isn't. Yeah, I think it's again, what are we feeding our mind, because it feeds our emotions, it feeds our nervous system, doesn't it? And it causes, what we hear causes a reaction in us. And there's some pretty vile fake stuff going around at the moment, that, and the problem with that is that it takes away from genuine victims, and it's going to make people more suspicious about what victims of things are actually saying. I'm not going to go into specifics, but are we hurting ourselves doom scrolling, doing too much of the negative stuff, looking at everything about everything that's just not nice in the world at the moment? And we know we need to at least have some awareness of what's going on, and if there is anything we can do within our control, we can do it. I'm still signing petitions and sending emails for things. Yeah, no, I won't. Yeah, Britain has decided it's going to have its own version of ICE. The UK, I think it's called Secure Borders UK, and they're currently gleefully posting on social media about how awesome they are at deporting people. Thankfully, in the comments, everybody else was not impressed and thought it was awful. There was quite a few comments of disgusting, and that is something we need to keep an eye on and make sure it does not become like ICE has in the US. I'm not sure how we do that, because unfortunately we seem to be copying the US at the moment with a lot of things, and they're not necessarily good things. But it's keeping it in balance, isn't it? And if it's getting us down, stop watching stuff. If it's adding to your depression or your anxiety, minimize it. And that doesn't mean that has to be a permanent thing. I mean, there was a long period of time where I had to block everything out because I couldn't deal with just surviving, let alone anything else. I was really struggling. But it's remembering that if we are going to look at the stuff that's going on, that we have to balance it with good things. There are good things happening, there are nice things happening, there are positive things in the world. And when people are trying to control you to get you to a state of despair, makes you really easy to manipulate. So don't get to the point of despair. Things are changing, energies are shifting, things are changing all the time. A lot of the things that are changing we can't see. But it's staying positive about the future. don't give up, keep going, stay positive about the future. If you've got to look at the stuff that's going on, balance that with a lot of good positive stuff, and also just resting your brain and giving you and your emotional body and giving yourself a break from everything. Oh, I was going to stop. Well, I am stopping this, but I was going to turn it off, and I've just realised I've got Sundays to do. That were only Saturdays, right? God, that. Oh, I felt that were a bit heavy. Right, what we doing for Sunday then? Are we shuffling? Are we taking off the bottom? Okay, so Sunday we got the 4 of Wands. Let me show you, otherwise I don't show you, do I? I forget. Right, bit of paper out of the way. 4 of Wands. Do we want any other cards? No. Bit happier, isn't it? 4 of Wands. Then doorway. Oh, excuse me, I'll sit up. Me slouching is no good. I do it because it's comfy until my neck complains. I'll get my footstool. Right. Knees up. Right. 4 of Wands then. Doorway. Are we doing doorway? Doors are opening. Kind of. I see 2 big wooden doors opening like that. We're not going through the doors. So what are the doors about? Are the doors about what we see on the other side? Right. What are we seeing on the other side? Because the 4 of Wands is quite a jolly, happy, celebratory card. So is it like light at the end of the tunnel? Yeah. No, it's not a train. That used to be one of my bad jokes. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. That's an oncoming train. No, it's not. Not this time, anyway. So doors are opening. So that means... I mean, is that like enlightenment, or is that we're going to see that on a practical level? We're going to see that in reality. So we're going to see... Are we going to see things getting better now? We are. Even though it doesn't seem like. We're going to see some things are getting better. But we're going to see how that's got a knock-on effect going forward and into the future. But it is bright. I can see through the doors and it's bright. So there is a better future. There is a better now. We're going to start to see things that give us more hope and are more encouraging to know that it's going to continue to snowball into the future of things getting better. There we are then.